Hey everyone, it's Chris Berry. I was the COO of a coaching business that went from zero to $10 million collected in less than 2 years. I now work with coaches to help them build and sell their coaching programs. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to make your coaching business seem professional and legit in 4 simple steps, even if you are just starting off. So jumping straight into it here. First things first, we got to understand why in the world is it important for you to seem legit and professional. Now, as we look upon it, I'm assuming you guys are here because you're wanting to get clients for your coaching business. Now, if you're going to go ahead and get clients, what do they need to do? They need to believe. And what do they need to believe? They need to believe that they are actually going to get a result with you. Now, ultimately, if you are not professional, you don't seem put together, you don't seem like an actual business, do you think that's going to increase or decrease the probability that the belief of the prospect will be that it's a positive one and actually you help get them a result? Now, one thing I do want to prelude on is I'm not saying spend months and months of time to go ahead and do this. Like I said, it's 4 simple steps that you can go ahead and do to immediately just come off professional and do that. So it's not a matter of time. It's just a matter of putting a couple things in place, right? And that's exactly what I touched upon here. Not everything needs to be perfect, right? That's the mistake I see so many coaches making. They think everything needs to be exactly set up. They go ahead and they spend a bunch of time, a bunch of money building all these systems, yet actually moving the business forward in the ways that actually generate revenue within that. In the same sense, though, I do need you to understand that all of these different systems that we're going to talk about, they do represent you. So we do want to make sure you have a good foot forward. It doesn't need to be perfect, though. And the last thing before we start diving into the content is this right here. Imperfect action will always beat inaction. Guys, taking quick action, moving with speed is one of the most important things that you can do to really succeed inside of your business. Now, going back to this thing of the client, why is this important? And why should you start actually making your business seem more professional, more legit? There's a fallacy, a false belief that people think that in order to make decisions, you need time. That's not the case. In order to make decisions, you need, I'm going to pull it up right here. In order to make decisions, you need information. Right here, I'm going to go ahead and make it a little bit nicer for you. Okay, you need information is what you need, right? And ultimately, the information then leads to that belief of the person, right? With the correct information, the person will believe that they can get to said result. They can achieve said thing that you're promising with them, yes or no. Because you could say it all you want, but if they don't believe it, they're not going to move forward. So jumping in, these are the 4 steps that I'm going to be breaking down for you here in 1 second. What I would like for you to do, watch the video all the way through, understand these 4 steps, and then after you've done that, come back and actually start implementing each of these 4 steps. It does not take a lot of time, so you'd be good. So jumping into the first one, the first step is a professional email. Okay, I'm just literally going to break it down for you, okay? If you have a random person, or excuse me, would you rather work with a random person or a business professional that seems to actually have their stuff together? Right? Because you have to remember, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. And on top of that, that's typically the perception that your prospect will think of you. So which of these 2 instills more confidence? chrisb1234@gmail.com, which I actually see a lot of coaches, especially ones that are starting off, they just do this because maybe they don't think it's important. Or chris@td.coach. And my name of the company is TD Coach. Makes a lot of sense. Or jcoaching.com. Whatever it is, you have to understand that it's going to be a reflection of you. Okay, and ultimately, if you are a real business, you would actually have a professional email address. And it's super simple. All that you need to do is you need to go to GoDaddy.com or some domain provider. I recommend GoDaddy. Literally for $20 a year, you purchase a domain. TD.coach, jcoaching.com, jimmycoaching.com. You simply just look in a search bar, you buy it, you're good. After that, you then go and you create a professional email using Google Workspace. It's literally $7 a month for the cheapest plan. Super simple, super easy. If anybody is interested in learning how to do that at a deeper level, once again, watch this video through, but then come back up for the step-by-step instructions. And I actually have a video entirely dedicated to this, and I'll drop the link down to that here in the bio so you can actually do that for your business. Step 1, professional email. Next, step 2 is a website. Guys, now I'm just going to jump in here, okay? A real business is most likely going to have a website. There's people out there, oh, you don't need a website, you only need a landing page. And to a certain degree, it is true. The thing is, though, is when people are doing their research on you, when you have a website, you do come off more legit, assuming your website is done correctly. Okay. One thing I do want to share with you, I literally had somebody that I was just speaking with who spent $25,000 on a website. This guy wasn't even making a crazy amount of money. So I'm not saying go out and spend $25,000 or go spend months putting together a website. It's pointless. Go ahead, get something basic, Get started and move with speed. It's one of the most important things that you can do. Okay. Now, how do you actually get this going? Okay. Website hosting platforms. The one that I recommend, there's a lot out there, is Go High Level, because as a coach, Go High Level is the best software and platform that you can use. It has everything: website, sales funnels, like marketing funnels. You have sales pipelines. You could go ahead and host your course there. There's so many amazing things that can be done inside of the software. It's the one I recommend for everyone. It's the one I use for me and all of my businesses. So what you can do is inside of the bio, I should say the description below, I have my own customized, personalized version of Go High Level that is specifically designed more towards coaches. So if you do want to do that, you're more than welcome to click on that. If for some reason you're like, oh, Chris, I don't want to use your personalized version of it because maybe you make money, which I do make some money from that, then that's fine. Go to Go High Level. There's a link in the bio. In full transparency, I go ahead and I get a little chunk of it. So if you're not even comfortable doing that, then literally go to Google and type in gohighlevel.com. Don't give me any sort of credit or anything like that, because I so believe in Go High Level that I think this is the one that you should do. Okay. Now, once that's done, just super simple. Use templates. Find competitors. What are they doing? There's a ton of templates inside of Go High Level that you can use, and just simply replace the pictures for your pictures and then replace the info for yours. Simple as that. This could literally be done in a couple of days, or if you want, you could pay someone a couple $100 to go ahead and do it. It doesn't need to be anything crazy. Definitely not $25,000. Now, moving on to the third one, social media. Guys, once again, and we're going to talk about this. Actually, I have it right here. Why do you need social media? Right now is one of the lowest points of trust ever in the United States. There are tons of studies, articles, and overall research that is being done that has shown that person-to-person trust right now is at one of the lowest points ever. And on top of that too, you look at all the fake gurus. You go on Instagram, Facebook, there's all these people claiming to do things that they really can't. And on top of that too, you have a lot of people that are left with a bad taste in their mouth because unfulfilled promises, people that are unfortunately a little snaky, all that sort of stuff. So ultimately, social media, what's the purpose of it? It's to get people to know, like, and trust you. Okay, there's a study that came out by Google that said on average a person will need to consume 7 hours worth of your content over 11 different touch points in 4 different mediums. Ultimately, of course you can do that yourself if you want, but this is the power of social media, because if you become omnipresent, you're always in front of your prospect, and you are able to automate those touch points because of social media feeds and stuff that you're doing. It helps expedite the process and get people to know, like, and trust you more. It shows that you're real. It shows that you actually have value to give, because there's a lot of people that are claim that they can help when they really don't have the sauce on the back end. And then on top of that too, you can also go ahead and understand that industry and consumer trends are pushing towards needing to see this from people. Having a brand, having a website, having all these different things, because there's so many fake people out there. So what do you actually do in order to start your social media? Okay, go ahead. If you do not have all these platforms already, do it. Okay, make an Instagram account. Make a Facebook business page, not a new Facebook account, a new Facebook business page. On top of that too, make a LinkedIn business profile, make a YouTube channel, make an X, which is previously Twitter, and then make a TikTok. Now, moving from there, professional profile picture, one of the most important things. And here's the thing, because this is where a lot of people can get stuck up, okay? It's like, oh, Chris, you have a professional email. Oh my gosh, and then you have a website, and then you have social media, and then you're going to have a fourth thing. Like, I don't know if I'm going to have time for this. Come on. Seriously, the professional email takes me about 10 minutes to go ahead and set up, if even. Okay, because maybe you're not sure, maybe it takes you 30 minutes. Maybe, oh, God forbid, it takes you an hour. Okay, spend an hour. It's worth it. Website, yeah, take a couple days, or just hire someone if you really are so unwilling or unable to go ahead and do that. A couple $100. You're good. You don't need anything crazy. Like, literally make a homepage, make an about page, make a testimonial page if you have testimonials, make a client support page, which you could literally duplicate straight from templates. It just seems like you're legit. You actually have clients that need support. And that's kind of, you need like terms of service sometimes, but you can literally copy those. Like, it's nothing crazy. And honestly, a lot of these are inside of the templates of the websites that you're going to get. Okay. Couple days. Social media, literally to make these business accounts, or to make these accounts, might take you 30 minutes. You go to Instagram.com, you press create account, you put an email, you put a password, and you have an account. Cool. Same thing on all these. Okay. So moving on next, what you're going to do is you're going to make all of these different accounts. And just to keep it super simple, literally get one profile picture and put as the profile picture for every single platform. Okay, here's examples. These are good profile pictures that you can actually use. Okay, you can see here, you can actually see my face. It's a professional setting. You can tell I'm speaking. This is another one here, because people are like, oh, well, I don't have any professional pictures of me or anything like that. Guys, this one right here, and honestly, it's gotten even better. This is from about 10 months ago. Ultimately, this is an AI generated picture. I just took a bunch of pictures of me, not even fancy, nothing, and they went ahead and did this. So if you say, oh, well, I don't have that, guys, don't use that as an excuse. There's a bunch of AI, you can get something. Ideally, you do want a personalized, like an actual picture of you. Honestly, the AI is getting really close to making it seem real. But if you don't have that, don't let that use it as an excuse. Literally go to Google, AI profile picture generator. You upload 10 pictures, it sends it back to you. You pay money for it, yeah, but I'd recommend it. Now, these are ones that you wouldn't want to use. These are cool pictures, don't get me wrong, like me and friends and everything like that. But like this one here, it's just like, it's not super professional. There's 2 people. Ideally, you just want it to be you. This one too is like, it's a cool picture, don't get me wrong, fun, laughing, but like this is not what I'm going to be putting as my profile picture on my business for my coaching. Anyway, moving on to next. Bio. You want to make sure it's crystal clear, okay? Put your name, and then after that, what we're typically finding right now is go ahead and put something about you, what you do, and how you actually help people. It gets right to the point. Coaching expert, fitness expert, whatever it is. And then after that, first line, I include this because this is important to me, the God first. And then you jump into what you do. I help coaches start and grow their business. Call out your ideal client and make it very clear what do you do. This is something that I just have just so people can kind of get to know me, what I enjoy, add a little bit of social proof, and then a call to action with one link. Don't use any of that Linktree BS. Get one link and call to action people to go there. I currently have a YouTube video because I'm really working hard on pushing content and making valuable content for you guys, and I want you guys to see all of the knowledge that I have to share. So that's the reason why I have that. You can also use a funnel. You can push it a lot of different places. Ultimately, to recap, name, your industry, kind of like your expertise, help people, little fun fact if you want, social proof, and then call to action based on what you're looking for. And remember, good marketing attracts your ideal client and repels the people you don't want. Don't try to please everyone. Call out to your ideal client and just go after that person. Coming here, when it comes to making content, I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time on this, and it's not even like you have to make a crazy amount of content, because this is where people are like, oh, I have to make content. Guys, just make the profiles. Put a couple pieces of content out there. It doesn't take that much time. Remember, quality will always beat quantity. Ultimately, though, quantity will always beat quality. The more great content that you can put out there, the better, and it starts really establishing you and your brand. Biggest thing, though, is just have probably like 10 posts at least on your profile. That way, when people look you up, it's like, okay, yeah, this person seems legit to a certain degree. It's not like they have nothing there at all. Having something is better than nothing. If you have nothing, that is worse off than having a couple things on your profile, though. So moving next, we talked about building a professional email, we talked about a website, and we talked about social media. Last one, sales assets. What do you mean by sales assets, Chris? This is what I mean. Okay, guys, when you're selling, because what's the whole purpose of this is to go ahead and sell people. That's the purpose of business, to make money, generate leads, close people, help them improve their lives. That's what we do. So coming here, when you're selling, typically what I always recommend to people is you sell on Zoom where you're sharing your screen, you're showing them the process, right? Once again, people need to believe that they can actually get the result with you. Therefore, the more tools that you can have to showcase that, aka Zoom, sharing your screen, showing the process, the better. So when you come here, I have an entire call where I actually break down the entire sales call structure that we use to sell 8 figures plus and many different niches and everything. So if you do want that, I will include that link down in the description. So go ahead and check that out after this video. And then ultimately, one of the biggest things that you can do when it comes to sales assets, super basic, super simple, you just want to build a roadmap, right? If you can show people that there's a clear step-by-step process that other people have followed, that you have formulated, that has proven results, it's better off. So as you're coming here, this is what a roadmap would look like. Okay. Once again, it's to show the structure in a clear step-by-step process. This is my program, the Coaching Accelerator, and you can see it's very clear and simple. Okay. Step 1, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to change the color so you guys can see this. Nope. Just kidding. Let's come here, I guess. Can I make this white? Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. Green. I like green though. Okay. Hold on. Let's see this one. Maybe. Nope. I'm on a roll with this right now. Okay. Hold on. Boom. There we go. Okay. Onboarding. First things first, we're just going to go ahead and have you come in, make sure you have all the assets, everything. After that, if we want to start building a coaching program that's making 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, $100,000 plus per month, we have to make sure if we're going to build up, we got to have the foundation set. So we're going to go ahead and get all of that done. We're going to build the website for you. We're going to get your social media established. We're going to build a professional email. We're going to do all of these things and get you going. Then after that, we're going to, right, and you go through the entire process. And now the person's able to see there's a very clear step-by-step process that's there. And then what you do inside of your testimonials to further edify your program and everything that's there, like, hey, what I'm about to show you, Vanessa here, she followed the same step-by-step process that we're doing right here, so on and so forth. So this is the roadmap. You can literally take and rip this if you want. You could just make it on a Google Doc, however you please. The most important thing, though, is you just want to have a nice, clear, clean design that is very clear for people, and it also comes off as professional. As I said, you could literally just take this. Essentially, it's just kind of naming the pillars of your entire program, what you're going to be walking people through. So, guys, to recap, I want to make it super clear, to the point, easy for you. Okay, number one, get a professional email. It's super simple. You come off much more professional when you have a professional email, not just your Gmail. Number two, build a website. Do not go spend $25,000. Do not go spend months doing it. Go make a basic website with a homepage, with an about page, and a couple basic things inside of it, and you're good. That's all. Next, social media. It is more and more people are pushing to social media, to going through, to understanding the value they have to give, and this is how you differentiate yourself among all the other fake gurus. And then lastly, sales assets. Go ahead, when you show up to the sales call, and it's not just like all over the place. When you have a sales structure that you follow, like the one that I have down in the description, and you actually, when you're sharing your screen, it's not just random stuff. You have a very clear process that people can see. It looks nice. It looks professional. People on the perception changes. Even if you haven't sold a single thing, even if you're brand new, if you have all of these things in alignment, you come off so much stronger. So with that said, everyone, that is all that I have for the video for you today. If you did find it helpful, please let me know by liking and also commenting below. If there's anything else that you guys would like to know about building coaching programs, anything like that, please let me know in the comments. I'm more than happy to make videos, and we will see you guys on the next video. Hey guys, I wanted to tell you that you are the true coaches and the real students. You made it till the end of the video. Do me a favor, share this with a friend who wants to go to another level. Also, make sure you like the video, comment below so I know who you are, subscribe, and turn on your notifications for the channel, as we will be dropping more valuable content every single day. See you soon.